以下是 J 兄针对奇迹正文第4章小我的幻象第5节小我即身体的幻象所做的释义，请在看完奇迹正文第4章第5节之后再来聆听。You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. 你确实是有福之人，我是你所知的耶稣。This is one of the greatest distractions in your modern society, the body and the message that you are constantly given that the body is the way to get what you want in the world. 身体是现代社会中令人分心的主要方面，你经常获得的讯息就是身体是你在世间获得自己想要之物的途径。This is what diet ads are for. This is what weight loss programs are for. You will see them proliferating on your screens. 这也是节食、减重、运动这类计划的目的，你在荧幕上可以看到这类讯息不断激增。The body is displayed as bait to get what you want from other people. It is displayed as the only value you have in your society. If you're not beautiful, you are not worth anything.你们把身体当成是诱餌一样来展示，以从他人身上获得自己想要之物。你们把身体当成是社会中唯一有价值之物来展示。如果你长得不美，表示你没有价值。And so in your society very differently from some other societies, the ego body illusion is in fact magnified and causes great discomfort and fear and even death. 因此，在你们社会中，小我即身体的幻象实际上被放大了，它造成了人们极大的不安、恐惧，甚至死亡。Eating disorders come from this. Obesity comes from this.Many addictions come from this. 饮食失调的问题、肥胖的问题，以及许多瘾头都源自于此。Where people are mistaking messages from the body as messages from God, if you will. They decide that food is their God, for example, and they worship at that altar.人们将源自身体的讯息与源自上主的讯息混为一谈。比如说，人们认为食物是自己的神，他们在这个祭坛上崇拜它。They become gluttons and they keep going back to get the physical stimulation of taste and texture and feeling full despite the consequences that the body is showing them. So the body will always show you how healthy your attitudes are. 由此得到快乐，且不断返回这个祭坛，以获得感官的刺激、满足。尽管身体让他们看到这样做的后果，身体会始终让你看到你的心态的健康程度。Now many people are runners and they go for long runs and the body will break down. They will need knee replacements and these kind of things. They will have ankle and foot problems. 有很多跑步的人跑了很长的路，他们的身体会因此而受损，可能需要更换膝盖或造成脚踝或腿部的问题。The body is telling you that it is too much. What you are doing is too much. 只是身体在告诉你，你跑得过度了。But for many people, they will use exercise as a way to quell their anxiety, as a way to distract them from their suffering. So the body becomes very involved in the ego's strategies to prevent you from looking inside. 有很多人会用运动来平复自己的焦虑，使自己在痛苦中转移焦点，因此身体深度地摄入了小我的策略中，目的是避免你往内心看。So when you are struggling from an aspect of your body, where it be overweightness or addiction to something, or not liking the way you look, what you are doing is you are going to the body in an effort to seek to solve a spiritual problem. 当你有身体方面的困扰时，不论是体重过重，有某种瘾头，或是不喜欢自己的外表，这些问题都反映出你试图在身体层面解决灵性方面的问题。And the ego will keep telling you to go there. It will keep telling you to keep trying again and again and again and again. 而小我会不断要你往那个方向走，要你不断的尝试，不断的尝试，不断的尝试。And of course, that is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. 显然，这就是所谓的神智失常，不断重复同样的事情，却希望得到不同的结果。Whatever problem you have with your body, the answer lies in training the mind. The answer lies in your forgiveness practice. The answer lies in coming to know yourself and coming to understand the messages that the mind and body are working together to send you. 不论你在身体方面有什么样的问题，解决之道始终在于锻炼你的心灵，在于你的宽恕练习，在于开始认识自己，并且了解心灵与身体联手带给你的讯息。So when you have unpleasant thoughts, for example, I don't like the way I look, you will, if you believe those thoughts, begin to feel bad, and you will begin to activate the ego's desire to attack. 比如说，当你有不愉快的想法时，像是我不喜欢我的长相，如果你相信这个想法，你就会感觉很糟，且你会引发小我想要攻击的渴望。So you might start hurting yourself. You might start abusing food or drugs or alcohol in an effort to get rid of that suffering that you have yourself caused by believing in an unloving thought. 因此，你可能开始伤害自己，你可能开始暴饮暴食，或是用毒品或酒精来摆脱这种痛苦。然而，这种痛苦是你自己招致的，因为你相信了那种缺乏爱心的想法。So when you have body issues, in whatever form that is, remember that there are lots of ways that the body issues manifest. You can have a sexual addiction, for example, that addiction to using other people's bodies, but it's still about the body. 当你有身体方面的困扰时，不论是什么形式，请记得它会有很多表现形式。比如性成瘾，这是利用他人身体的一种瘾头，但仍是跟身体有关。 When you have these kinds of behaviors playing out, what we want you to do is, we want you to stop yourself as soon as possible as you approach that behavior, because the behavior is coming from a thought you have believed. 当你有这一类的行为表现时，我们希望你做的是尽可能的停止这种行为。要知道，你的行为是源自你所相信的某个想法。That thought you have believed is coming from a belief that is unloving, and it's very, very simple in that sense. 而你所相信的这个想法又源自于一种缺乏爱的信念，这其实是非常简单的道理。But the ego will always tell you to go to a quick solution. Remember, the lesson is telling you that the ego does not look towards the eternal. It does not look towards the non-physical. 然而小我总是会要你去使用快速的解决办法。正如本章正文所言，小我不会着眼于永恒，不会着眼于非物质层次。And so in this teaching, we are talking about the eternal. We are talking about the non-physical. 因此在这段正文的教诲中，我们着眼的是永恒，我们着眼的是非物质层次。And it is in going to those subjects and going inside yourself and trying to figure out what you're actually doing that causes your own suffering. That is the way understanding your own mind helps you eliminate these addictions and overly strong associations with the body. 唯有往这个层次探究，往自己的内心探究，你才能看出造成自己痛苦的真正原因，以此方式即了解自己的心灵，便能够帮助你摆脱瘾头以及因过度执着身体所产生的问题。Once your mind is trained, once you have spent the year doing the lessons, once you have read the text, and we hope that we're helping you understand that. We want you to keep practicing. 你的心灵一旦经过锻炼，你一旦花几年的时间来操练学员练习手册，你一旦阅读过正文并了解其意，我们希望你能够持续的实践。Some people, when we've stopped the lessons, will go back immediately to doing the lessons again. Now, that is better than doing nothing. But what we would prefer is that you study the text, that you come to understand the machination of the ego, that you come to understand how the ego works and what it is using to manipulate you. 有些人在操练完学员练习手册之后，立刻又从头练习。虽然这样做比什么都没做得好，但我们更希望你能够学习正文，这样你才能了解小我的轨迹，了解小我的运作模式，以及它是利用什么来操纵你的。When you've done the lessons as best as you can for a year, it is best to take a break and not to go right back to them. 当你尽可能的完成1年的练习手册操练后，最好能休息一下，而非立刻又从头练习。In a lot of ways, they are the simplest way of understanding. They are a very powerful, transformative device. But if you have done them for a year, then they have done their work. 从许多方面来看， 这项练习可说是最简单的了解方式，它是非常强而有力的转化工具。但如果你已经花了1年的时间操练，它已达成了目标。What needs to be done now is implementation, practice, and deeper understanding of the text and the theory behind these behaviors that you find yourself participating in. 现在需要做的则是执行、付诸实践，并深入了解正文及你所摄入的行为背后的理论。So whenever you look to the body for satisfaction, see that you are using the incorrect thing. 每当你透过身体来寻求满足时，请看出你正在使用错误的途径。Go to inner aspect of yourself for satisfaction.Your creativity, your imagination, your ability to communicate, appreciation, gratitude, love, all of these are within you and are easily accessed, and they're not anything that anybody can take from you. 请往你的内心寻求满足，比如你的创造力、你的想象力、你的交流能力、你的欣赏与感激、你的爱等，这些能力都在你内，且是容易取得的，只是他人无法从你身上拿走之物。When you go to the body or other people's bodies, or the ego's strategies to use either of those things, what you will find is that they're very, very temporary solutions. And the temporary solutions keep you in the temporal realm. 当你求助自己的身体或他人的身体，或是用小我的伎俩来使用这两者，你会发现它们只是暂时性的解决之道，而暂时性的解决之道会使你一直停留在暂时性的领域。So temporary solutions keep you in the temporal realm. They're short-term fixes. We are aiming at a long-term resolution of your suffering. 只能暂时的解决问题，我们的目标就是长远的解决之道，以解除你的痛苦。I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again soon. 我是你所知的耶稣，我们很快再续。